Today on Suncoast View, ever wish you could avoid that morning traffic jam? A new Suncoast website gives a real-time view of our busiest roads. We'll discuss.
Suncoast theaters are gearing up for the start of the season. The Players Center brings us a preview of the familiar musical, Annie Get Your Gun.
And Suncoast cancer patients do not have to fight alone. Team Tony Foundation joins us with the first look at a new cancer center designed to provide connection. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Of what today is going to offer. We are kicking off our show with two students from Booker High's VPA Music Department. We have Ben Strom at piano and Jerry Poston on the violin. They have a big fall showcase coming up this Friday and Saturday. For tickets and more info, you can visit bookervpa.com/tickets, and they will be with us throughout the show today. So that's a nice little way to kick off the morning.
You guys are great.
We are blessed.
Yes, we are.
Wonderfully talented students.
Yes, and you don't realize how much you miss live music until you hear it. So what a nice treat. Welcome to the show. Happy Tuesday. We are kicking off with a little bit of fun today. So we're going to be hearing from our students a little more later on in the show, but we want to welcome our two guest hosts today, both veterans of our show, so it's nice to see you both together. Tracy Freeman of Edible Sarasota Magazine, welcome back.
Thank you.
And of course, our artistic director of the Players Center, Jeffrey Kim.
Hello, thank you.
Good morning.
Good
Thank
morning.
you for being
Very
here.
handsome.
Thank you very much. You are looking lovely as well.
Why, thank you. And you too, Joey.
Well, thank you. And you, all right, there we go. This is just a,
Everybody looks good today.
it's a table of
You too,
compliments.
Tracy.
Thank you.
Love that yellow.
Everyone's being so nice, I think, because, you know, we're trying to be
It's the
nice to
music.
Jeffrey as well, because we know that when you bring a theater person out this early in the morning, it can be a little bit difficult.
Yes, I was doing my vocal warm-ups earlier, trying to get all the articulators going. I'll manage.
And we know that you will. You do very well at managing, and you've been spending some late nights at the theater this week because you're gearing up to open
Annie,
big
get
music.
your gun.
Yes.
Yes, there's no business like show business, as they say.
You have been watching these rehearsals.
I have been watching
Yes.
it. It's a beautiful show. I've been a part of that show for 3 different episodes of my life. So now as a producer, it's great fun to watch.
And a lot of people I know do not realize how many hit songs are from that show, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the show and meet one of the actresses a little bit later on.
Yes.
So that'll be a nice treat.
When I was growing up, that was a very big inspiration to me, Annie Get Your Gun.
It's
I mean,
her story.
She's a powerful character.
And for her time, she was amazing, really. And for
I
our time,
was in her time.
Well, we can't wait to learn a little bit more later on, but we want to check in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen today and see who we have. It is Tim from Kona Grill. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Today we're going to get hands-on with some innovative sushi that we have at Kona Grill, and then we're going to finish things with a pretty unique cocktail.
Oh, wonderful. So tell us, for people that have not come out to visit you at Kona Grill, tell us a little bit about the menu there.
We're a very global menu, a lot of American food, sushi, something for everyone. Some really, really cool, unique stuff, as well as constantly changing and evolving, so you never know what you're going to get.
That's
Oh, good.
great.
Interesting.
And a nice little treat if you're out shopping at UTC. You can stop into Kona Grill. We are very excited to join you a little bit later on. And, you know, Tracy, we're thrilled that you're here. And we also know how busy you are, because even though the summer issue of Edible Sarasota is out on stands, you are hard at work on the next several issues.
That's right. We have 2 coming up back to back, our fall and our holiday.
Wow. So putting out 2 almost right on top of each other has got to be double the work.
It is, yeah. It keeps us on our toes, that's for sure. And we're planning the annual meeting. We have all of the edibles coming here to Sarasota in January, so lots going on.
Oh, what fun.
And remind people who might not realize all of the edible communities. I mean, how many approximately, how wide is that community?
It could be up to 100 edibles here in Sarasota in January.
From all over?
From all over, from San Francisco to Vancouver. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Exciting.
It's really exciting.
Well, people I know always tell you, oh, Tracy, you have the best job, and we know here how hard you work, but we did check out your social media, and you get to visit some of the newer restaurants before many of us. So this was from your trip where, at the Overton?
This is over at the Overton. Yeah, we went out there on Sunday. Really cool concept, and the food is just incredible, as you can see.
And that's brand new in the Rosemary District.
That's right, yeah,
Yes.
and wow, it's really developing out there.
How
So really
exciting.
proud of our friends Aaron and Keith. Yeah, the menu's outstanding.
What's a cool concept? What is the concept?
The concept is you go up and you order at the counter, and then you have to come up, and it's almost like cafeteria style, and then you go and you sit wherever you want, and there's open seating outside, and yeah, very, very
it's
cool.
fun.
It's fun, it's different.
Yes, and I think exciting for the Rosemary District, which I know had tried to have a resurgence 10 years ago, and it kind of it got halted a little bit.
Exactly.
But now we're
It's
seeing that
happening.
boom.
But that new building made a big difference.
I think so too.
Yeah, and the same owners as Perk.
Yes, that's right.
So exciting to see, and we hope to have them on the show pretty soon. So
Yeah,
we'll be
we
able to
gotta
taste
check
their
that
food.
out.
Yeah, definitely
See,
do.
you go to them, we have to have them come to us, because Linda and I are always in here. All right, well, it is time for our first hot topic, and you might want to check the internet before you head out for your morning commute. A new website will show live traffic conditions on major Suncoast roads from Parrish all the way down to Englewood. Manatee County is now operating smarttrafficinfo.org. Traffic controllers monitor videos streaming from 220 cameras across the Suncoast, and viewers can now access them as well, along with up-to-date info about congestion and car crashes. Of course, it is emphasized that this should only be done from home, not while driving, but it's just in time for season. So I got to ask, I mean, having all of these different stoplights and you get to see the traffic in real time right at your fingertips, would you use this? Would you take the time to look at this before you leave the house?
Oh, I certainly would, because I could go a different way. But I remember when they first came out with cameras on stoplights, and people were saying, oh no, you're not going to have those on me, because my wife will see me going down the road with another woman.
Oh.
And so
Who said that? Nobody we know.
You can't give out names.
Okay, I can't say, okay. I would not. I'm not a technology person. I'm not into gadgets. I do kind of get this Big Brother kind of feel, like who's watching and are they really, is that really the purpose of those cameras? I don't know. I'm not into it. Bless you all for enjoying that, but not for me.
And when your boss says, you say to your boss, oh, I ran into heavy traffic, she was watching and she will know that there was some traffic.
This
that's
is true.
good.
I mean, I logged in this morning and was like, wow, I was talking to our producers, Matt and Kaylee, like, look, I can see Tuttle and University. Look, I can see Beneva and Weber. I mean, you can watch in real time. And that part for me was cool, but then I did start to wonder, like, I'm usually running late in the morning anyway. Am I really going to go log
Take the
into
time
a
to do
website
that.
to look at traffic?
Yeah.
I watch Good Morning Suncoast and I get all the traffic, so I really don't have to do that in the mornings.
Right.
Where I do think it could be useful is, if you have someone who is coming to visit you, or if someone's heading in from work, or like a guest is
Yeah,
coming on the show, you can let them know, hey, don't get off at Fruitville, get off at University, or
true.
which,
Right,
if you
right.
had that information ahead of time and somebody was looking out for you ahead of time, that could be valuable.
That's a really sweet way of looking at it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know that I'll do it, but that's where I think it would be, because it's just a matter of time. Do you have the time to go log in and check everyone's? While I think it's cool, I don't know.
See, I'm just saying, oh, there's Joey. I'm logged out. There goes Joey. I can see him now.
Oh, he's
just
going
leaving.
fast.
Well, and
He's
there's no
speeding.
more of that. Oh, I'm just 5 minutes away.
Right.
Because they can look and go, no, I
Yes.
just saw your car. And you're more like
See,
10 minutes away.
Big Brother's watching.
Yeah.
We're
Well, it
having
is
to be more
interesting.
and more honest.
It's
Isn't
true.
this amazing?
Maybe that's the good thing about it.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
All right. Well,
so
let's
much.
move on to something else.
Where we all want to be honest.
Well, if you caught last night, it was the streaming services that made their mark at the 70th Emmy Awards. Yes, last night's awards show showed that Netflix tied with HBO for the most awards with 23 wins, and Amazon cleaned up in the comedy category with the series The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, about a female stand-up comic in the 1950s, taking 5 major comedy awards. Well, once again, Game of Thrones won Best Drama, and screen veteran Henry Winkler, the Fonz, received his first ever Emmy. Saturday Night Live took Best Variety Show, and it was pretty hard to compete for the networks, some have said. First of all, did you watch the Emmys, which were now on a Monday night instead of the typical Sunday?
Oh, who knew? I didn't know they were on last night. I missed it. Tell me what happened.
I wasn't paying attention. I had rehearsal.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is what my T-shirt should say. When anyone asks me, "Did you see something?" I'm like, "I had rehearsal."
Tracy, did you watch when it was on Sunday nights?
Always. But
Yes.
yeah,
I
last
did
night it
too.
wasn't enough for thought. I didn't even think about it. We're doing homework. We're just busy and tired on Monday.
This is true. I feel like Monday does kind of pick up you're already into your life, whereas
Right.
Sunday night viewing of awards shows seems to me to be prime time.
Yeah.
But the awards shows have gone down in ratings, so maybe I'm wrong.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah.
Do we know what their ratings were? Do they know how well?
That we'll have. I think we'll have to find out how they did by moving them to Monday. One thing that I thought was also confusing about this year was we kept getting notifications about awards even 2 weekends ago, to the point where I came into work and said, "Were the Emmys on?" And I missed it because they gave away some of the creative Emmys the Saturday before. So I don't know
And
how.
and we talked about this. I don't like that. I mean, these are the same people that have gotten your shows up, and they deserve as much airtime as everybody else.
by separating the
By
the
separating,
awards.
I don't like that. The theater does it. Everybody does that, but I'm not a fan of that either.
I think it's all in the name of trying to shrink down the ceremony so that
right,
it doesn't
right.
go for 4 hours.
I know, but without those people, you wouldn't have a show.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
It's
I don't
true.
know.
And it makes their job seem less important.
I
It
agree.
does.
Because we don't put it on prime time.
Yeah, you don't deserve prime time. That's a harsh.
Well,
that's harsh.
There was a
Yes.
lot of buzz this morning about there was a wedding proposal that happened by the Best Director winner. There were lots of surprise moments. So it was all in all a good show with a lot of buzz around it. It just seems you may have missed it.
Everyone's gonna
We all
watch
missed
it.
it.
Yeah, later.
I
We'll go
wanna
back
know
and watch
that.
clips.
We'll watch the highlights.
Well, speaking of award-winning shows, Downton Abbey fans have something to rejoice about. There is official word that production for the movie is underway. Yes, this is the movie version of the hit series. Michelle Dockery posted an image of a computer screen which shows the first take of a scene. Most of the original cast is expected to reprise their roles. No release date has been announced yet, but for Downton Abbey fans like myself, you can get your fix in November. Downton Abbey, the exhibit, opens in West Palm Beach. You can walk through recreations of the show's costumes and settings just in time before the movie comes out.
I've never admitted this before, but I've never seen Downton Abbey. But I feel I may be in good company now that I've heard Jeffrey talk.
Thank you. I have never watched an episode either. How did you know? We're
birds of a feather.
Yes. Well,
okay, we'll go to the movie and
Tracy's
catch
looking
up.
guilty.
We'll go to the
She has not seen
I'm
either.
with you guys.
wow.
Has
I
anyone
feel
seen?
so much better.
Hello. Has
I will
anyone
tell you,
seen
it
Downton
is a
Abbey?
great series to binge, and especially with the movie coming out, there's a great reason
I'd
to.
love to catch up, but it's been going on a long time.
And think of any of your favorite shows to go get to kind of tour the scenery and the setting
That is
and the
kinda cool.
museum.
Yeah.
Whatever your favorite show is, insert that title and then get to go see it
Yes.
live. I smell a field trip, Linda. So you're going to have to binge watch
that would be so great.
before we head over.
Yes.
All right.
Didn't
Well,
say Jeffrey.
sometimes you just got to say enough is enough. And a Buffalo Bills player did that Sunday, right in the middle of the game. Veteran quarterback Vontae Davis quit during halftime of Sunday's game and retired from football afterward. He told the team he was not going to play the second half. He got changed into his street clothes and he left the stadium. 30-year-old Davis says he did not mean to disrespect, but he said he just realized he shouldn't be out there anymore. Besides being blown out in week 1 and down 28-6 at half this week, may have had something to do with it.
That is a terrible thing. My husband was an NFL coach for 30-something years, and you don't let the team down. It's not about you. Do I want to be here, or I'd rather be somewhere else? It's about the team. You never let the team down. Leave right after it's over. But I'm sure every coach in the league is agreeing right now.
Yeah,
you
that was
should
pretty
not
dramatic.
be out
Yeah.
there. I remember that happening once when my husband was coaching. Mark Gastineau decided he would leave the game. He was in love with Bridget Nelson, and he would just go be with her. Have you ever heard of Mark Gastineau?
See, all right, so if you're at work today and you have that urge to just walk off, listen to Linda's
Don't
advice.
do
Well,
it.
Finish
you
out
should
your
leave on a
obligation.
high,
There
not
you
on
go.
a low.
There you go. Not at halftime when your team's down.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast, and when we come back, Jeff has brought us a preview of the musical Annie Get Your Gun.
We've got a few scattered showers out in the Gulf. Nothing here that's going to really bother us here on land. They'll continue to basically die out in place. Over land, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds today under the influence of this big ridge of high pressure. That provides us with this kind of easterly wind flow. The easterly wind flow sets the stage for showers to build along the spine of the state as the sea breeze collides. And then riding on that easterly wind, the showers will drift back toward our coastline. The light southeast wind will continue for several days. We'll look for warm afternoons each and every day. And so far, the tropics remain quiet. Only late day showers a bother for us, if we call it a bother. Some people enjoy those. I know I do. Southeast wind coming in west at about 10 knots, turning more northerly and then easterly during the overnight. 2-foot seas and a light chop. And the forecast looks like this. We'll have a lot of sunshine to start off the day, boosting our temperatures pretty rapidly into the 90s this afternoon, and a 30% rain chance.
The Players is opening their season with a play that answers that age-old question: can a girl get a man with a gun? Annie, Get Your Gun certainly hits the mark with audiences. It won a Tony when it opened on Broadway in 1945. The movie version won an Oscar, and the 1999 Broadway revival won another Tony. And we welcome Elisa Ingold Morehouse, who gets to play Annie. Welcome, Elisa.
Oh,
this
you.
must be a great role to be involved in. She was a real person, though, wasn't she, Annie Oakley?
Yeah, she was very fascinating. She really wanted to empower ladies to be able to protect themselves. She wanted to teach people how to shoot guns and be able to survive on their own. So she, a very inspiring lady.
Well, I remember those days, and I was always told girls have to let the boys win, or the boys won't like the girls. You'll never get a husband if you beat the boys at sports and certainly at shooting.
Right.
So she was facing those obstacles.
Oh my goodness, yes, it was crazy. But in the real story, actually, Frank was very supportive of her. But it's always a struggle in that time to figure out if, you know, do you want to be that strong person that you feel you are, or do you want to give into the society that they're trying to make you be? But
And they were a part of the Buffalo Bill Wild West show?
yes, they were for very many years, on and off. It was, yeah.
That was the biggest show anywhere. I heard my parents talk about that, right?
Oh, yes,
it was
very
a huge
popular.
thing, really big and popular.
So for people that don't know Annie, Get Your Gun, the plot follows Annie as she goes into the Wild West show?
Yeah, you meet her before she's entered the show, and she runs into Frank and the traveling Buffalo Bill show, and so there they have a sharpshooting match. They find out how amazing she is, because she never misses a shot. And from there, you go on the journey with her, becoming a celebrity of the time and traveling all over the world and shooting for a lot of monarchs and queens and everything.
She was really in love with this guy, wasn't she?
Oh, it was true love. They would do anything for each other. Actually, when she died, Frank only lived, I believe, about 14 days after, and then he died.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what a beautiful love story.
Yeah.
And what beautiful songs in this show. What are some of the songs we'll hear?
Well, one of my favorite songs is Moonshine Lullaby. You'll also hear Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better,
love
which
that.
is extremely popular. Everybody knows that song.
Yes.
And then, of course, you're going to hear Doing What Comes Naturally, which is very fun.
Well, Jeff, the world has changed since this came out in 1945.
The world has changed.
Why is it still so popular?
You know, I think there's just an underlying story of making it, of believing in yourself. I mean, that's our theme for the season, is believe. So there is this sense that she had self-esteem when she didn't, when it really wasn't there. I mean, she believed in herself and she trusted her instincts, and she went for it in a society that really could not have appreciated her, but they definitely
Well, we want to
have.
hear her sing.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
So, Elisa, while you go over there to get ready to sing, I want to tell everybody that you can see Annie Get Your Gun. It opens this week at the Players Center. It runs through October 7th, and she's going to be accompanied on the piano by Alan Corey. He is the music director. Here we are with Annie Get Your Gun. Take it away.
Oh, my mother was frightened by a shotgun, they say. That's why I'm such a wonderful shot. I'd be out in the cactus and I'd practice all day. Now tell me, what have I got? I'm quick on the trigger with targets not much bigger than a pinpoint. I'm #1, but my score with the feller is lower than a cellar. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. When I'm with my pistol, I sparkle like a crystal. Yes, I shine like the morning sun. But I lose all my luster when with the Bronco Buster. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. With a gun, with a gun. No, you can't get a man Tom, Dick, or Harry will build a house for Carrie when the preacher has made them one. But he can't build you houses with buckshot in his trousers, for you can't shoot a male in the tail like a quail. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun. A man's love is mighty. He'll even buy a nightie for a gal that he thinks is fun. But he won't buy pajamas for pistol-packing mamas. For a man may be hot, but he's not when he's shot. Oh, you can't get a man with a gun.
Fabulous. You got to see the rest of the show. And Get Your Gun is at the Players Theater in Sarasota, September 20th through October 7th. For tickets and more information, go to players.org, theplayers.org. But you know what? We'd love to be in this show, Jeff, and we already know all the words.
I think we should do like a sing-along.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Let's show you
No
how good
business
we
like show
are.
business. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go.
The final 2018 Accord clearance is now during our model year-end clearance sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for new Accords. All on clearance this week at your local Honda dealer.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Well, we love knowing that our friends are watching the show, so we have a shout out. Tracy just got a text from Chef Steve Phelps, who was watching our show. I believe that is at the YMCA. So if you're on the treadmill and you're watching, we appreciate it and keep going. All right, well, Walt Disney World Resort is just a short trip away from us here on the Suncoast. And even if visiting the theme parks is not quite your thing, there's still so much else going on there, especially at the newly redesigned Disney Springs Entertainment Complex. Well, we sent our producers, Kaylee Green and Matt Lydell, on a road trip to Orlando. Let's take a look.
We're here with Darcy, and she has so much to say about all the expansions that have happened at Disney Springs in the last couple years. So kind of just walk us through what has happened as we have grown and expanded Disney Springs.
Yeah, well, it's a complete transformation that really started about 5 years ago when we announced that there would be changes to what was then Downtown Disney. It's been about 3.5 years of really active construction, and in that time we have literally doubled in size, growing from about 75 locations to over 150. If you're into dining, if you're into shopping, you're gonna find it here at Disney Springs. Then you've got really great nightlife as well. So the Edison, which is one of the newer venues here, has the most incredible lineup of entertainment.
Kind of set us up when we walk into the Edison, what's the atmosphere that we're gonna feel when we're there?
Yeah, that's such a great question. So here at Disney Springs, you know, at Disney there's a story for everything. And the story with the Edison is that in the 1920s, that was actually the power plant for the town of Disney Springs that has since been converted into this amazing Gothic industrial style showplace that our guests now get to experience and enjoy. They have a great menu of classic American food. They've got a house band. Sometimes they even have an aerialist performing above your head, which is really crazy to see. So it's entertainment unlike anything you're gonna find, not only in Central Florida, but anywhere else that I can think of. I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but it's probably my favorite entertainment lineup anywhere at Walt Disney World. And after 10, it's a place for adults. So if you've got little ones with you, they can come for lunch, but they can't stay for late night. You can come, you can do one thing, or you can hop around to multiple different destinations and really make the day or the night your own.
Well, Kaylee is here with us today. So Kaylee, yesterday you and Matt showed us a little bit about Toy Story Land, but now talking about Disney Springs, it's been a while, I think, since some of us have been there. In fact, I think it was Downtown Disney when some of us were there. What are some of the additions or changes that we could look forward to?
There are honestly so many things going on, especially if you haven't been there since it's been Downtown Disney. And the best way for me to describe it is it's kind of almost turned into an outdoor mall. So yeah, we love the things that they sell that are Disney related, like the Disney mugs and the Disney headbands, but now they have name brand stores that you'd recognize anywhere. And I feel like that opens up a lot of opportunity for grandma, for mom, for dad, even for the kids to go shopping, because they still have the old Disney stores that were initially from Downtown Disney.
Okay.
So I think that really helps out, especially when you're tired, you want to walk around, you want to shop a little, but you don't want to go on those roller coasters anymore.
So that's my question. Like, the parks are amazing, but they can be a little bit draining. So is this a good option if you need a little bit of a break from the theme park, but you still want to stay in the Disney property?
Yes, it's a great place to recharge, especially with the kids, because it's not necessarily a park, but it's still magic, and there are still the cast members that are going to treat you like you're a princess or like you're whoever you want to be.
You are a princess, though. You should be treated like a princess.
I love when they call me a princess when I go there. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Well, you and Matt did a great job of kind of giving us a nice overview of Toy Story Land and now of Disney Springs. So you can, of course, find all of that information on our website at suncoastview.com. Thanks, Kaylee. All right, when we come back, good news. You don't have to fight cancer alone here on the Suncoast. Team Tony Foundation joins us with great news about a new center opening when we come back.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
I just need a second.
Is your weight holding you back and affecting your health?
Did you see this? Your cousin had a heart attack.
Really?
Excess weight or obesity can be serious, but you can do something about it. Visit yourweightmatters.org. Download the free toolkit to prepare you to speak with a healthcare provider. Your weight does matter. Accept the challenge and take charge today. Visit yourweightmatters.org.
I used to dread getting up and going to work.
I was done with the corporate grind.
I was tired of being a starving artist.
And I started looking around for a business that I believed in, and I kind of wanted to do something a little more green.
My SCORE mentor helped me take the first step.
He helped me create a business plan and helped me implement it.
They've really taught me how to think big.
SCORE helped me to make the unimaginable possible, all for free. I'm here because of SCORE.
I'm here because of SCORE.
Get your free business mentor at score.org.
I'll be right back. Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in the kitchen with Tim from Kona Grill. Tim, I understand that you have a special coming up on Thursdays. Tell us about it.
Hi, all day, every Thursday is Sushi Sake Thursdays. $18 for a Kona roll with a glass of your choice of sakes from a smaller selection. So great introduction to different sakes and try new things out, different rolls, which we've got some excellent rolls, and our tuna's flown in fresh from Hawaii.
Oh, wonderful.
Overnight. So it was caught yesterday.
One more great reason to come visit you on Thursdays. We can try out different sake and sushi. And we will be joining you later on in the show to learn how to make some of those rolls. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Great. Well, fighting cancer can be an arduous and overwhelming task. But one Suncoast cancer survivor is trying to make it feel a little more approachable. We welcome back Tony McAkron from Team Tony Foundation, and he has some big news about a new cancer center coming here to the Suncoast. Welcome back, Tony.
Thank you.
It is always great to see you, and you have left such excitement around the community. There's so much love and support for you in the community, and we know why. For some of the people that maybe are not familiar with your story, tell us, remind us about the story and about when you found out about your diagnosis.
Well, I was riding my bike on Longboat Key one day, and out of nowhere, I had a full seizure. Tumor was the size of my fist. Ended up, as a 33-year-old man having a seizure. I went to the hospital, the tumor, and then 2 to 3 surgeries later, some crazy treatments you shouldn't speak about to anybody. Yeah. Yet it was a good battle. And for me, one of the things missing during that was somebody like me.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have someone there like me.
Who knows what you're going through.
Yes. Offer a little bit of insight and inspiration to the journey.
And who survived it. That would be hope.
And I imagine that can be the hard part, is being one of the first in an area, and you offer that to other people, but there really wasn't anyone to offer that to you so much.
That was missing. Yeah, that was missing.
So help us understand. You formed the Team Tony Cancer Foundation, and part of, obviously, part of the goal is to provide support and to raise money for awareness, but the human support that you're talking about, tell us about how important that is.
You know, for me, there was no real groups around. I didn't want to go to a bigger group. I wanted to speak with someone who had gone through exactly what I did. And the one-to-one personal relationship is just so important. You know, coffee with a fighter or cancer, because we match cancer survivors with cancer fighters. And, you know, to share that insight and inspiration to the journey. And it's just, it's night and day to have someone who's been there and gone through what you have, you know.
So now you have taken, you've identified that need, and I know you've done so much work through the foundation, but now you have a goal of something that's coming to the Suncoast, a specific center. Tell us what we could expect.
Well, I'd like to say, you know, going through treatments, all you see are doctor's offices, and it's time to take the clinical out of cancer. And we want to have someplace that's comfortable, safe, and modern for the cancer fighter to go to feel comfortable. And that's what our center is going to do. Come in, there's going to be available resources in the community, but there's also going to be people who have gone through the battle and survived to answer those questions. What's it going to feel like after treatment? What's it going to feel like going through treatment? Because really, your doctors can tell you, but unless you've been there, you don't know.
Yeah. So you're talking about taking some of the clinical out of it, because obviously you've seen the insides of enough doctors' offices. What is it that you're missing that this center is going to bring, just kind of from an aesthetic point of view?
Comfort and safeness for somebody who's gone through it. You know, you can walk in, I like to say it's a coffee bar. It's a coffee bar.
I was thinking that exact thing.
It's a coffee bar for cancer patients.
Coffee, like nice chairs and comfortable environment?
We're going to have a nice little bar stool. We're going to have a water feature in the corner, so if you just want to come in and read a book, you know, whether you're in a wheelchair or a scarf on your head, it's a place for people to feel comfortable who have, a lot of the time, feel uncomfortable. And so that's what we're going to offer.
What has been the reaction to some of the survivors when you've mentioned that something like this could become available?
Well, we put the sign up about a month ago, and everyone calls me and wants to know if we're in there yet, because they want to be there. Like I've had 3 or 4 people already go there. We're not there yet. People are excited. You know, I don't think they're as excited as we are, because it's just another way to offer support. And it's like it's been an 8-year dream, and it's all of a sudden it's in 3 weeks away.
Wow.
So when you got the news of your diagnosis, obviously when you had the seizure while you were cycling, which is, I understand, one of your passions, it's always been. How difficult was it to get back onto a bike and back into your passion like you are now?
A long time, because one of the things that had happened is I lost part of my vision. Like literally, I cannot see you right now, so I'm looking, and so I actually have to ride a tandem. And so it took me a long time to get over, okay, I can't ride by myself, I got to ride a tandem, what's next? And so it's been the last year where I've really gotten back into it. You know, I couldn't let it go because we had this fundraiser for the foundation, yet it's been this last year that I've really gotten back into it. And it's excited. This year alone, we're having a huge ride. And so I'm really excited about that as well.
Tell us about that, because that's a fundraiser for Team Tony Foundation that's coming up. Tell us about the Gran Fondo.
Right. Our ride has always been a bike ride across the state, which is 100 miles one way, 100 the other way. Not everybody wants to or can do 200 miles in 2 days. So it was time to bring the event local, and we're doing something called the Gran Fondo, and Gran Fondo means big ride. But it's a ride for everyone. There's a 8-mile ride, a 33, a 66, and a 90. So our biggest ride so far in the past 8 years has been 105 people. Right now we're just under 400.
Great! Wow, that's a lot of people.
That's amazing and inspiring for people that want to help the Team Tony Foundation, whether it be with the center or just support in general. What are you looking for the most right now?
Right now, honestly, we're always looking for cancer fighters. You know, that's first and foremost, that's our priority. And then survivors to help them. And spreading the word about who we are and what we're doing, and just being out there, wearing the t-shirts, just letting people know who we are.
Well, we thank you so much for all the amazing work that you are doing in our community. And you can help out Team Tony Foundation in many ways. One way is to attend the Gran Fondo Sarasota. It'll take place on October 7th at Nathan Benderson Park. For registration, more information, or to find out how you can get involved with Team Tony Foundation in general, visit their website, teamtony.org. Thank you, Tony. When we come back, we are looking at old Florida-style homes in this week's Suncoast for Sale.
This is an ABC 7 News Update. Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, Sarasota City Commissioners plan to spend $30,000 to investigate allegations against City Clerk and Auditor Pam Natalini. Also last night, Commissioners approved a new budget with a tax increase. You now have access to 200 traffic cameras across the Suncoast. We'll have the link to the government cameras on our website. But first, here's the forecast from meteorologist John Scalzi.
Thanks, Ray. So again today, we have a quiet start with a little in the way of a rain chance till we get into the afternoon. At that point, we'll see showers and thunderstorms begin to build inland in response to all the sunshine that we're going to see today, and we'll see plenty of it. Satellite view shows pretty quiet and pretty clear over land masses today. And there's a few clouds out in the Gulf, but that's about it. Southeast wind will take the showers that form in inland areas and drive them to the coast. Our rain chance today comes in at about 30%.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Introducing the ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker. This all-new mobile weather lab is just one more way. The team you trust is keeping you ahead of the storms. The ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker, sponsored by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician. ABC7 is the most watched, most trusted news source on the Suncoast, and we owe it all to you, our loyal viewers. Thank you for making us #1.
There may be a lot of big new construction popping up all around the Suncoast, but old Florida-style bungalows still hold a lot of appeal for a lot of people. In today's Suncoast for Sale, Realtor Andrew Haddad takes a look at bungalows available to buy in all areas of the Suncoast. Bungalows have such a great, warm, fuzzy appeal, Andrew.
Don't they do?
But
Yeah.
what are the characteristics of a bungalow?
I'll tell you what, they're the 19th century old Florida. There's a lot of names for it too. You can call it the Florida Cracker architecture. You got the bungalows, you got the old Florida style. Yet it's metal roofs, raised floors, cottage styles, and the reason that they were built like this is because they didn't have AC back then. So it was all about ventilation, having the floors raised, the long hallways and the big windows, and so I'm excited to bring some of our old Florida properties today.
Okay, let's take our trip.
Definitely.
Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda, I'll tell you what, oh my gosh, these prices and these properties are absolutely incredible. So under $290,000, look at this. This is literally 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 1,629 square feet under air. It has the front porch, the raised floors, completely redone on the inside. So we still have the beautiful wood floors, the wood siding, and then we have these huge windows that bring in a lot of that natural sunlight. This is a 1920 cottage style. Look how darling it looks on the inside. This is also zoned in city center in the area right there, so it lends itself to a lot of different investment opportunities as well. Of course, you're going to have the white picket fence and the raised floor and the front porch, high vaulted ceilings, and again, just a beautiful, beautiful updated cottage there in Punta Gorda. 4 bedrooms at an incredible price.
Yes, and very modern with those
Very
windows.
modern. Look
and
at
then on
this.
the other end, Bradenton.
Let's go north to Bradenton. So this is right downtown, which is really cool because you can literally just walk anywhere to all the restaurants and everything down there. This is a literally a charming historic district, front porch. This actually was built in 2018. This is a brand new cottage. So they're not doing away with these. They're bringing them back. And look at this, brand new on the inside. Again, vaulted ceilings, beautiful wood floors. Everything's brand new on the inside. So you get the luxuries of having that old Florida, style, that cottage, that bungalow style, with the the luxuries of the updated amenities of today.
The things we can't live without.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And then I believe next we are going to Sarasota. Okay, so one of the most sought after areas. This is west of Trail. That's Siesta Key that you see in the distance over there, real close to downtown as well. This is in Granada Park, so great area. This property is located literally on almost 1/2 acre. So beautiful home on the inside, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, almost 1,800 square feet under air. A true oasis, a true bungalow style. And you're looking at that Pecky cypress exterior material, which is very classic to Florida. Again, real wood burning fireplace, arched ceilings. A lot of updates have been done on the inside. So again, it showcases itself beautifully. You can see the large trim around the openings, big windows. It has original wood floors and some Spanish tile in there as well. Great price point for this area. Again, we're in the most sought after place in Sarasota, which is incredible. Beautiful oasis, poolside tiki bar, outdoor wood burning outdoor fire pit there as well.
We want to get out there.
100%.
Wow.
You know, we've been afraid that these cute little bungalows would go away with all the big mega mansions coming up, but it looks like that's not the case.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's always going to be a need for that classic old Florida style, right? And so even the Craftsman style is lending itself to that as well. Yet, I mean, we even saw today that properties, they're building them in this style. So I love to see that. I don't think those will ever go away.
That's good to know.
As a matter of fact, I wanted to bring this to you. This is like one of the last true beachfront bungalows. This is, incredible. Right there on Holmes Beach, Anna Maria Island. Look at this. Now, guys, this was built in 1906. Imagine what this has been through for over 100 years. Incredible little bungalow. This is 100 feet of prime real estate residential Gulf of Mexico frontage. One of the last beach bungalows, like I said. Yet, although the highest and best use is to build something new.
But you could do there?
Absolutely. And that's kind of how they're marketing and selling it. You got to love the history of something like that as well.
All the things that have gone on while it's stood
and
there.
Linda Moore from Keller Williams listed that. She does a good job.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely.
We love those bungalows.
I do.
Thank you so
You're very
much,
welcome.
Andrew. And for more information about these homes and many others, you can contact Andrew at sellingthesuncoast.com. Thank you, Andrew.
Very welcome, Linda.
We'll be right back.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
Once you get atrial fibrillation, you need to have a very close relationship with your primary doctor. Prevention is the whole ball game here, because once you have a stroke, you can't undo it. A year without stroke is a year that you can enjoy doing the things that you've worked all your life to finally get to do. You took care of yourself. You did what is necessary for you to be around one more year. And then next year, we'll celebrate one more year without a stroke.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Oh, look! A bouquet of lump-livered drolls.
We went to a real school to show that bullying should be history.
You monkey-elbowed pockmarks. What a bunch of beef-witted pig nuts.
On Monday, October 1st, let's all stand up for World Day of Bullying Prevention by rocking a blue shirt. Together, let's make bullying a thing of the past. Go blue and get your blue shirt at stompoutbullying.org.
We have been being treated to live music from two students from Booker High School's VPA program. We have Ben Strom at piano and Jerry Poston on the violin. They have a big fall showcase coming up this Friday and Saturday. For tickets and more information, visit them online, bookervpa.com/tickets. They're gonna keep playing. We're gonna get ready to head into the kitchen with Kona Grill.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, we're going to have all the latest on all that flooding in the Carolinas in the aftermath of Hurricane Florence and how local groups are now heading up to help and why McDonald's employees all across the country might be going on strike today. Right now, though, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we have a lot of showers out in Gulf waters this morning, but none of them really bothering us here on land, and we have some in the Atlantic as well. Later in the afternoon, though, we do have a chance of seeing some showers around in response to some daytime heating. With that heating will come our sea breeze, and with a generally light southeasterly wind, the sea breeze will be able to move a distance inland. As it moves inland, we'll see showers and thunderstorms form along that sea breeze front and gradually drift back to the coast. Be a hot day today with less than average rainfall chance. Our daytime high temperature soars to the low 90s, feels like temperature close to 100, and our rain chance today about 30%.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid. Your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-965-2704.
Independence U for an independent you.
Call 1-800-965-2704.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5.
Welcome back. We're in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Tim from Kona Grill. So what are you making over there? You've got some green stuff lying there?
Yes, we have some green stuff, some Brussels sprouts. We're making the new Kona Steakhouse Grill. We've recently added 25 new cocktails and menu items to the Kona Grill menu.
Oh, this looks good too.
Freshen things up.
What roll are you and Jeffrey about to make?
The Kona Steakhouse roll. So
Oh,
no
okay.
fish. This is actually filet.
Oh,
beef
nice.
tenderloin with this Kona sauce we call K1 steak sauce.
Oh.
Brussels sprouts, crispy shallots, but a traditional sushi roll.
Sounds great.
Yes.
Okay.
Linda, this is good for you because you
Roll-
don't
no
like raw
fish,
fish.
yes.
All right.
Don't like
raw
raw
fish.
fish.
So
Okay, yes.
We're starting with our sushi rice.
Yes.
On to our seaweed.
Yes.
And we want this in one even layer, and I used a little bit of water dabbed here and there just to keep the
Okay.
rice from sticking.
Okay.
And you can be a little sloppy with it.
See, that's where that's where I go wrong. I want to be really neat.
I've never had that problem. You're doing good,
And this is
Jeffrey.
just seaweed
Absolutely.
paper. You said you can buy this at any Asian market.
Asian market, I see it at Whole Foods. A
Okay.
lot of mainstream stores carry it now in
Oh,
the Asian
great.
section, and it's called nori, N-O-R-I.
Great.
So then we flip that over.
Okay. Yes.
And then this is our steakhouse filling,
Yes.
which is the beef tenderloin, beach
Okay.
mushroom, shiitake mushroom.
Smells
Right
good.
down
This is gonna be so
the
good.
middle. I'll take that.
Thank you.
This is a nice reminder that if you want to make sushi with the family, you don't always if they don't like seafood, you can use other fillings. That's a great idea.
Yeah, sushi is limitless, and we're constantly trying to be innovative at Kona Grill and do new things and stay ahead of things. Now we're gonna one kind of motion.
Oh, you're
roll
kidding me.
things Over.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
okay. We'll bring it back together with the sushi.
Oh
mat.
Lord. Okay.
And you go
They
a little
put
bit at a
they
time.
put the person that doesn't know what they're doing. Okay. Yes.
It's entertainment.
Well, his
Okay.
is pretty, Jeffrey. Let's see
Okay.
what you've got going on.
Just
Look
the-
at that.
That's pretty
Is that-
good.
is
Too
that-
close. I kind of tuck.
Okay. I need to tuck a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Oh, rounding. I'm
Nice.
rounding.
So
I'm
don't
rounding.
be afraid to put a little bit.
A little
more
pressure?
on there.
Okay. See that side looks better.
The mat really
For
does
a first
kind of.
timer, I think that looks fantastic.
Thank you.
yay.
Okay. Okay. Good.
And the mat seems to kind of smooth out any rough edges there, right? So you really do need this mat.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
you can find these at the grocery stores and Asian
Great.
stores as well.
You get a great sense of accomplishment.
Oh, but we haven't even gotten to the difficult part.
Oh no.
So now we have to cut it.
Yes.
And again, with the water, helps
Yes.
with getting through the,
Right.
We get a bead of water on the
Yes.
edge of the
I have
knife,
my bead right there.
and then right down the middle. Great.
That, Jeffrey.
Then you can cut this in half again,
Oops. Yes.
then in half again.
Yeah. I need a
Does the
little
bead
more.
of water keep the rice from sticking to the knife?
The starches and the sugar from the rice has sweetened mirin, so it has like sugars in it, so it makes it a little bit sticky, and that helps keep it together as we're
Oh, come on, Jeffrey.
making the roll.
Oh.
So
And you
even
have to
mine's
have
not
one
great.
The sharpening of the knife. See, my knife needs to be sharper. I'm going to blame it on the knife. Oh, that section looked good. Okay, there. Okay, yes. Look at. See, I
Yes.
know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Said no
You
one
are
ever.
doing a great job.
Thank you.
So-
okay.
Mine
Eesh.
doesn't look that great, but once
Okay.
it's all like this, you can actually kind of tighten it back up.
Oh Lord, you are much better at this.
Awesome.
Oh no. Okay.
I
Okay.
think it looks
That's
great.
a good step. So obviously the treat is in the garnish as well, which you said you have Brussels sprouts and shallots. Let's take a little walk through some of the other things that you brought, like in front of. We'll start with dessert in front of the ladies. Tell us about that dessert. That looks amazing.
That is our chocolate butter cake. We make it entirely from scratch every day. We use really nice Ghirardelli cocoa powder. These almonds on top are Togarashi almond praline. They're delicious. We make them in the kitchen every day and they disappear.
Oh my goodness. And next to that are deviled eggs, it looks like. Tell us about those.
Deviled eggs, we have a little bit of cured tuna on top. Yuzu, spiced habanero.
Wow, really great flavors at Kona. So much more than just sushi, although your sushi is fantastic. So while you and Jeffrey start to garnish, we'll start to say our goodbyes. And remember, you can go to Kona Grill on Thursdays for that great sushi and sake deal. You can visit them on Thursdays all day. $18, you get your pick of a roll and a sake. So Jeffrey, thank you so much.
Always
Best of
fun.
luck. Break legs with Anna, get your gun. And Tracy, pick out that edible Sarasota magazine when you see it on stands. We're going to keep making our roll. Take some time, enjoy the Suncoast.